to address if you have any communicate with me for any of your assistance, any of the assistance is required related to the Foundry, especially training or guidance. I am also very happy to share this here on this platform that we are coming with one book called as Management of Foundry Practices, which will be in one-stop solution for all the foundry and foundrymen. Especially, it is a best solution for small foundries. So I feel that this will be a return gift from my side to all the foundrymen here who have shared me a lot of knowledge, their time, their information, their experience during my data collection. So if I give this book to you all people, I feel it is a return gift to you all. Thank you once again, and thank you, sir, for this idea, so that at least we will be reaching to the people and making them realize that there are some kind of works are going on which will be contributing some or other way, contributing to the development of an foundry industry. Thank you one and all.
Thank you very much, Ms. Vidya Swami, Madam, for setting a quick tone to the talk series. Hope this will continue with the next speaker. Gentlemen, let me take this opportunity to invite Mr. Sandeep Kulkarni, the plant head, Deltron Designs Engineering Private Limited, a known name in this arena. It's over to you, sir, Sandeep, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. I would like to share my screen. So, sir, it is visible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you, Vidya ma'am, for inviting me and giving this opportunity. So, let us start with my presentation. There is a time limit, so I also try to keep the presentation and the things in a shorter way. So, first thing that we are facing a lot of challenges, as Vidya ma'am also told you, we are facing huge challenges externally as internally as well. The first challenge is COVID situation. The second one is increasing price trend in raw materials. The reduction in demand by 25 to 35%. Electric vehicles, new changing trend in automobile industry due to changing pollution norm are changing a lot of parts. So a lot of development pressures are there from the customer. Competition and saturation is one of the important factors that every foundryman is facing at the moment. Non-availability of skilled manpower is there, and increasing customer-specific requirement for the quality, for the delivery, for the system, for the service. Everything is there. So all these challenges are already there in front of a foundryman. This is the latest today's post I have gathered from our groups. If you have gone through this post, you are able to see that around 25 to 30% of all the sectors sales there, and sales is also going down. So foundry is facing a huge problem. Similarly, raw material prices are going up. If you see August 20 to May 21, there is almost 50% rise or hike in the raw material prices. So all these challenges are already there in front of foundryman, and with all these challenges today, it is difficult for industry to get sustained. So I'm more talking about the sustenance of a business, because we have to sustain this business for shorter time so that we have a chance to grow further. So I'm going to talk more on sustenance and survival in business in this critical situation. So let us talk about the sustainability. So for sustenance in business and in performance, we have to focus more on technology, quality and people. Technology, as we all know, we have to go for Industry 4.0, automation. We have to improve our yields. We have to improve our quality is one more aspect. Quality in terms of rejection, quality in terms of the surface finish, quality in terms of aesthetic look, and more importantly, the people. So these are some of the important points which I have jotted down. One is the cost-effective solutions were important. Effective utilization of lean management practices like 7 Ways, 3M are going to be helpful in this particular time for the management. Improving quality is another aspect. Out-of-box thinking, that is innovative ideas. I'm not talking about invention. I'm talking about innovative ideas where we can able to make a lot of kaizens, lot of improvements, which can help us to get some good practices, some good output from the present input without investing much in this particular situation. Right product mix is another important factor, because as we know, the right product mix, right customer base will help us to improve our productivity, improve our efficiency as well. Value addition, that is new business model, is important. Value addition in terms of, if you are making casting, go for machining. If you are doing cast iron, go for HGIN. If you are doing some we can say flywheels, we can go for bigger critical casting, so that we can get some value addition in our existing business without increasing the tonnage. This is another important. Without investing much, we can able to get some additional value which will help you to get out of this situation. Resource optimization, that is optimum resources utilization of capacity, is very important. Obtain new capabilities as a organization, as an individual, because it will help you in a long run. Last one is a very small but very important thing, that is daily alloys, additives, power consumption monitoring on micro levels, not on bigger scale. It's on micro level, so that you can save something which will help you in sustaining your you can say resources. What we are talking about are resources. We have already a lot of resources available with us in our organization, but unfortunately we doesn't use it. We don't know how to use it effectively. So it is important and very nice time to utilize your resources with a full efficiency, so that you can get better results and better returns. Human, the people, what I say is the people, that is human resources. I think this is the right time where you can really utilize and believe on this particular aspect of your business. This is the right time you should support your human resources, employees, suppliers, and customers, not only mentally, physically, but commercially as well. As this is the right, or this is a critical situation where support is required by each one of us, each one of them, and hence your support in this situation will become special for them, because everyone is suffering from COVID, everyone is suffering from this difficult situation. So your support will be very special for them. If you support them in such critical situation, they will make wonders for you even situation come back to the normal. So it is a kind of investment. I always say the employees are your assets, not liabilities. So believe on your human resources, employees, and this particular resource, so that you will get better returns. There will be the highest returns available with these employees, because whatever you are spending on them right now in this particular situation, they will give you can say n number of times returns when the things will be normal. A person who feels appreciated will always do more than what you expected. So this is what the power of human or employees. If you fulfill the wishes of your employees, the employees will fulfill your visions. So you have to fulfill your visions, then you have to complete the wishes of your employees. You have to support them. You have to help them out from this situation. It has been a very known or very popular thing, that is the survival of the fittest. So it is not the strongest that survives, not the most intelligent that survives, but the one who is responsive to the change survives. So it's very important to be responsible or responsive to your change. So what is happening around, you have to responsive, or we can have to give the proper response to that particular changes. So survival, that is adapt to changes, is very important. Then one more thing is, at this critical situation, in this particular situation, instead of thinking of growth, we should think of the survival of our business. This is very important. We are normally talking about how much growth we are going to make in this particular financial year or next financial year. But I think this is a time where you have to discuss and think on your survival, not on your growth, because it's very important that you have to sustain the business you have to sustain your life, you have to sustain the human relations, you have to sustain your employees, and it is most important priority at the moment for all of us. If you're able to survive in this critical period, I'm sure your growth will be sure in next coming 5 years. So survival is most important thing in today's time. एक यहाँ पर हिंदी में कहावत है कि सर सलामत तो पगड़ी आजार. So it is very important to get survive in this particular situation so that you can have a very good time coming up next 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years down the time. So sustenance of the business and survival of the business, you have to identify, measure, control, and reduce your wastage. That's a very important thing. If you want to reduce something, you have to first measure it, or you have to identify it, measure it, then you have to control it, then you have to reduce it, and then again you have to monitor it whether you have been on right track or not. So it's very important that you have to follow this particular aspect, everything. So example, you have to control your power consumption, you have to reduce your power consumption. First you have to identify what you have to do, then you have to measure it, you have to understand why it is high, so you have to control or reduce it, and then again you have to monitor whether your power consumption has been reduced or not. So this is where you can able to sustain in your business by doing these small things in your daily routine, you can say process and systems and various aspects. So it is very important for sustenance and survival to identify, measure, control, reduce, and monitor your waste. This has been called that whatever you measure can be improved. So you have to start measuring the things, then only you can able to improve, and then only you can able to sustain your business as well. This is very important, last slide, but very important for the owners, for the managers and the top management. It is very important. Be passionate about the culture and the business and remain positive, because it will inspire others. जैसे आप बिहेव करोगे, जैसे आप महसूस करोगे, जैसे आप दूसरों को ड्राइव करोगे, जैसे आप दूसरों को लीड करोगे, उसी तरह आपकी टीम बिहेव करेगी. And if you want to come out of this situation, if you want to sustain, you have to survive, then you have to be positive and passionate about your business. So thank you very much, everyone. Thank you once again, Vidya, for this nice, we can say, show and panel discussion. And thank you once again.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, sir. You well said, like survival of the fittest. That's what the need of the hour. Initially, we need to survive, and then we can go with the flow. Thank you, sir, once again for the insightful view and the valuable time in this pandemic. So let me welcome Dr. B.A. Pujari, sir, along with Sudhir, sir, and Sanjay Rathod, sir, who has recently joined. Thank you. Welcome, sir. Now, gentlemen, a person known as Management Guru in this part of India with us. So I kindly welcome and hand over the session to Dr. A.M. Guru, sir, Professor, Department of Commerce and Management, Shivaji University, Kolhapur, for his presidential remarks. It's over to you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Welcome, sir.
Very good evening to all respected Foundry experts as well as my two good friends. The Vidya Madam very nicely presented her contribution, and Sandeep Kulkarni sir really motivated. True, sir. Sir has covered HR, including out-of-the-box thinking. Sir, Foundry business is a mother and father of all other businesses. And this is my perception and my opinion. Because all other businesses, directly, indirectly, depend on the Foundry business. And Sandeep sir has very nicely mentioned that survival is the fittest. Very true, sir. Survival in the pandemic situation as well as survival in the other sectors, the development of the Foundry business is very much essential in the present scenario. Vidya Madam referred the sentence that 4.0, fourth generation of an opportunities. And in this fourth generation, to search an opportunity, role of the foundry business is very, very vital, very significant. This Sandeep sir has referred that Charles Darwin philosophy in reference to survival of the fittest. If we want to survive the all other sectors, including automobile, construction, and many more, the development of the foundry industry, studying the challenges in the foundry industry, is very much essential. The Sandeep sir has highlighted Sir Salamato Pagdi Hazar, true. And it is applicable for other industries. All other sectors, all other industries has to take care of the foundry industry by way of study, by way of research, by way of extension. All respected participants, for development of the foundry industry, the management of the foundry industry is very, very essential. Last 1 week, I am in the 5-star MIDC for interacting with different industrial people on various subjects. And majority in our area, there are good number of foundry industries. And in foundry industries, there are the challenges of human resource management, the management of the finance, because huge working capital is required. Capital investment is blocked. In my study, in my references, in various visits, discussion with the eminent personalities, there is no any foolproof concept about the marketing of foundry products outputs. If we are thinking survival of the fittest, this industry we should make it fit. And for that purpose, thinking, rethinking, reverse thinking is very much essential. Our foundrymen are very, very expert in production. They are trying their level best to manage the finance. But this industry is the heavy industry, very challenging industry to human resource. And the industrial peculiarity is order-based production. So less importance on the marketing. Under such a circumstances, we researchers, we university people, thinking to meet continuously you people, and which research is going on in the universities, why not to impart that research, outcome of the research, to the foundry people who can utilize and develop with a sustainable manner. Very beginning I made a statement, very bold statement. Foundry industry is working just like a motherly approach, fatherly approach for all other sectors and other industries, where we have to focus on the marketing, very effective marketing, very good amount of benchmarking, because there is a great competition from China for this industry. Day by day, the price per kg, per pattern, per unit is decreasing, but at the same time, cost of production, cost of operation is increasing. And that is the challenge. And you all experts, we have to think seriously on this matter. Broad-basically, if we refer, I will take only 2 to 3 minutes, not more than that. If we will take it for the sake of reference, HR, human resource, compared to other countries, there is less performance of the human resource. Number of reasons are there. Because under temperature they have to work, and many more reasons. But if we can compare with the other countries where good amount of foundry businesses are running, performance of these employees, workers are better than us. So what to do? My request to you all experts, contribute your ideas, your thoughts, whether we can conduct a good amount of training with the help of the university, with the help of the researchers. The foundry cluster is there. I'm closely associated with that cluster. With the help of the foundry cluster, why not to develop a different type of models? My dear experts, there are 4 things which are very, very important. One is a friends. Another one is a books. Third one is a track or road, direction. And fourth one is a thought or thinking. The success mantra for foundry business, specifically foundry business, is depend on these 4 parameters. Friends means who are your buyer, who are your vendor, supplier. Books means my humble submission to foundry experts that how many we people are reading the latest things, what type of new changes are going to come. If electronic vehicles will come, we have to reduce the weight of our casting. And this information available with the help of books, internet. The third parameter, that is the track or direction or road, on which road I'm going to move. How I'm going to take my foundry business for longer period. My dear respected participants, Ratan Tata made a statement. If we want to walk far, we want to walk alone. And if we want to walk far, longer distance, we want to walk together. What is the correlation for this foundry industry? Our friendship, our reading, references, our track, roadmap, and our fourth part, that is the thought. My humble submission. Coming 10, 20, 50 years, if we want to survive, if we want to develop, if we want to achieve the task, we want to walk together. Which statement made by the respected Ratan Tata. Or otherwise, these 4 parts, if they are wrong, if our friendship, books, internet, track, thoughts or perception wrong, these all 4 things will become a gumrah. We will take it a wrong direction. And if it is proper, we will change our life as well as the life of the foundry business. And for that purpose, the human resource management, we have to manage very effectively. My humble request is there, you can discuss with Vidya madam. She did study in this particular area. Why not to develop a employee bank for this foundry business? I discussed with your authorities of foundry cluster, because lot of volatility is there, changes are there. How the HR is important, production. Can we think seriously? My humble request, at least spend 2 hours in a week for rigorous thinking on your business, foundry business. How we can develop, how we can grow, which type of challenges are there, how we can overcome from these challenges. All functional aspects of management, production, HR, marketing and finance. For that purpose, at least we have to spend 2 hours a week for rigorous thinking. thought-provoking activities, discussion with your friends, organization of the programs, which will help for new direction. And that's why I narrated for these important factors: friends, books, your roadmap, as well as thoughts. I know very well. Every week I used to go to the industrial estates. Almost all industrialists, except exceptions, they are very, very busy with their day-to-day activities. Going at 8:30 in the factory and coming at 6, 7 o'clock from the factory. Restless they have been working. This issue, that issue, lot of problems are there because running an industry is not a joke. But my submission to you all, spare 1 or 2 hours a week and start thinking on that. Discuss with good people in your area, foundry sector, and which will help for reverse engineering as well as good amount of moderate atomization, affordable atomization, for minimization of laborious work of the employees, which will help for, which will give a good amount of insights. And respected speaker Kulkarni sir has already mentioned that out of the box thinking is very, very essential. And for out of the box thinking, we have to spare 1 or 2 hours a week for thinking out of the box. Dear participants, we have to focus on marketing. I know very well. It is a tailor-made. It is a demand-based production is there. I'm fully aware about it. But what are the new things? And for that purpose, we have to discuss with our purchasers, our customers, what type of research is going on in their end, which type of new things are coming. And on the basis of that, we have to modify ourselves. We have to change ourselves. Because changes are just like a tsunami changes, radical changes. Alvin Toffler mentioned, change is not just change, but change is rate of change. Rate of change matters, and specifically it matters for the foundry industry. We should aware. You all respected authorities and foundry people are aware about it. For that purpose, every minute, every moment, every money, every energy contribution of a manpower, how we can work very effectively, that matters. Common Facility Center, how we can motivate, how we can use this CFC under cluster for research, for HR development, for marketing, and for testing, and many more. With this, I conclude my speech, and I'm requesting we can have some question answer session with these all experts are there. There are more than 33 participants were joined. I'm handing over mic to the anchor. Thank you, one and all.
Thank you very much, sir. It was delightful. Basically, formulating the success mantra in 4 parameters, specifically the French, books, and time, and most importantly, thought process is really an eye-opener. And I feel all the foundrymen will take it in a very positive tone. Thank you, sir, for your insightful views, your availability, despite of your busy schedules, and the valuable thought sharing. Thank you, sir. As sir rightly mentioned, can we expect some of the questions in case or any of the feedbacks regarding the overall organization?
If anybody want to contribute, we will allow that respected person to say something.
Yes, sure. May I request any of the participants, please?
Hello, may I?
Yeah, please go ahead, sir. Ayub, sir.
Yes, thank you, sir. Thank you for Vidya madam, and all the best for her review. I mean, she's going to have a Viva next week, as you said. I want to wish her best of luck for her Viva. As well as thank you, sir. I really appreciate the way you have contributed as per your knowledge and your exposure. We are looking forward for the foundry industry. I come from a foundry background. The foundry background in the sense like my grandfather, my father, it's like a 3rd generation foundry we are running. Meanwhile, I'm pursuing my PhD. That too, the same related challenges of MSME of Karnataka from Geetham University. It's the first year of mine. I really appreciate. I'm very lucky to attend this webinar. I see there are few people, but it's like very value added webinar for me, especially for me. I'm really thank you for the Sandeep Kulkarni sir. I really appreciate his work, and I want to tell, like we are from foundry industry. The main I want to say is that foundry has a multi-dimension problem nowadays. As we have a problem, same way we have opportunities also. As you said, we have to start reading, regressive reading, looking exposure outside also. Now, after doing some bit of research, I came to know there are a lot of opportunities, but we need a people like Sandeep sir or expertise people who can enlighten us, because as we do a foundry work, most of the time we will be busy in our small clients, fulfilling our clients, collecting the raw materials, managing the human resource. In this itself, we will not be having more exposure for the outside market. If the cluster people, if they start working on the exposure for the outside, it may be like export market, the country are where they don't have a foundry. If you start, looking for the market demand there, and if you start producing that, and if you start supplying through a proper channel, then we can go ahead, sir. We can find a proper market, and we can find a good, growth over there. This is what. How long we can be depend on the local market? Being a local market, we have a lot of competition. This thing, we have to start thinking like export market now, like a global market. This is what I feel. Thank you. If anything, please let me know, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Very good, sir, for sharing your views. Definitely, they were very inspiring. An youngster with third generation family is opening up the views. And definitely any help as of your PhD is concerned, we are open for it. Thank you, sir. Any other participants? May I request any other participant to share their views, or if any questions, please put it across.
I'm saluting Khan sir, because he is a third generation.
That's great, sir. Yeah.
Respected sir, what research is going on in the university? Can we implement your industry, your organization for elimination or minimization of the problems or issues? Otherwise, our research is only bookish research.
True.
And it will be in the stake of the university. We will get a degree, and we will getting the 2 increments or 5 increments. We will be happy, but it will not work. It will not work. If we want to do, I gave in the university, Udyamnagar Udyam Varta, I made more than 15-20 times to let Suresh Undre, Polyhedron, Belgaum. Why not to start such a type of unit, model unit in Kolhapur? Why not? Paperless office, watchmanless gate, payment 30 days, within 30 days, not vendor, purchaser will come at doorstep. Why not to do the good, very excellent financial planning? Sir, in US, researchers are taking an artificial problem and doing the research. In India, every minute is a problem. So we are having a good potential to fight with such a problem, challenges, and find out the solutions. And for that purpose, we university people, my research team, always interested to join the hands with you people. And what we can do, I'm not saying we will do 100%, but definitely we have a potential. In last week, I had been to the industry estates, because we developed a very, very small cells. And very soon, 2-wheelers as well as 4-wheelers will come on the electrical vehicles, more number of. And instead of big batteries, why not to install a small batteries in the vehicles? And that battery will use for running the vehicle. Such a type of innovation, because my university is #1 university in India in physics and nanoscience.
That's great.
And it is accredited by the NAC. Why I'm telling, every year 2 times we are inviting to the industrial people on the university premises, organizing the programs. We are taking to the various departments, what type of research is going on, how it is useful to the industrial people, which type of equipments are in the university premises. Crores of rupees devices are there. Why not to use these all equipments? Because it is from the government funding. Our number of research are there, why not to use? So I'm requesting Khan sir, we will interact, we will share, my student will interact also. Other areas, good number of work is going on. I know very well, I'm fully aware. There is a big gap between industry and the academia. If we can minimize it, we will progress. Otherwise, we are very happy with handsome salary without work, and you are making a lot of struggle. वाळू मध्ये उन्हात अनात MIDCतले चटके खात तुम्ही मित्र तुम्ही सिनियर मंडळी प्रचंड परिश्रम करताय. That's why I made a statement. Foundry industry is a mother and father of all other industries, all other sectors. And very well, you are doing very nice. कारण जगामध्ये ज्या फाउंड्री इंडस्ट्रीज आहेत, चायना पाठोपाठ आपला नंबर लागतो, आपली क्वालिटी चांगली आहे. I had good number of interaction with Jadhav, the late Jadhav, Saroj Iron, regarding the foundry. I used to interact with Sangli Group Foundry, who are preparing the four-wheelers cylinder head, casting of cylinder head. How to minimize the cost? Me cost accountant hai, ICWA. How to minimize the cost? Where we can minimize the cost? How we can control the cost? कारण चायना बरोबरचं कॉम्पिटिशन हे कॉस्ट कंट्रोल मध्ये. योग्य अयोग्य त्यांची क्वालिटी आपली क्वालिटी, दिस इज डिबेटेबल अँड दॅट डिबेट ओंट एंड्स. पण आपल्याला हे 5 इयर्स कसं आणता येईल, 6 सिग्मा संकल्पना कशी फाउंड्री मध्ये आणता येईल, TQM कशा पद्धतीने इम्प्लिमेंट करता येईल, कॅनबॅन कशा पद्धतीनं करता येईल, बेंच मार्किंग लास्ट इयर एक्सपेन्सेस आणि दिस इयर एक्सपेन्सेस जनरली ट्रेंड असतो. गेल्या वर्षी मी 55 कास्टिंग घेतला असेल तर या वर्षी 60 विकणं आवश्यक आहे. पण जे परचेसर आहेत ते 55चं म्हणतायत, 52ला देताय का, 52चं 50ला देताय का. अँड दिस इज अ ग्रेट चॅलेंज अँड दे आर लिस्ट बॉदर अबाउट. मारुती कार विचारात घेतली, जेव्हा इंट्रोड्यूस झाली तेव्हा 1,10,000च्या आसपास होती. आता त्याची किती कॉस्ट वाढलेली आहे अँड हाऊ वी आर गोइंग टू प्रोव्हाइड ॲट व्हॉट कॉस्ट, दिस इज द चॅलेंज. मला थोडं जादा बोलायची सवय आहे बीइंग अ प्रोफेसर.
फार सुंदर विचार मांडले सर आपण. कारण इंडस्ट्री आणि अकॅडमीचा जो गॅप आहे तो जर भरून निघाला नाही तर होणाऱ्या रिसर्चचा उपयोग तसा होत नाही. With your thought process, already we have approached one of our young foundrymen from Belgaum, wherein what are the conceptual models developed by Ms. Vidya. He has given us a platform so that we can implement there, and the post implementation results will be analyzed, and we will be coming up with those results. Thank you once again, sir. And especially thanks to Mr. Manoj Patil, who is the first generation young foundryman from Belgaum, and he has given wholeheartedly the platform so that we can use it. And in turn, we are giving a lot of training related issue, tackling those for him free of cost. And for that, as of training is concerned, we have a pool of trainers from life skills to technical skills. We are open for it. Without any charges, because that's what the return gift we can give to the foundry industry with the kind support which they have extended during our doctoral research for Ms. Vidya. So that's what we are open for it. Any other participants, can I expect any other views or any questions, please?
Good evening, everybody.
Yeah, I was supposed to say some critical views from Dr. Madhuri.
It's not critical views, but then nice to see you, sir, Guru sir. A very proactive approach, and basically a very good smile, and a combo and an intersection of marketing, finance, and HR. And very nice, sir. It was a very inspirational talk, as usual. Who will not go get motivated because of you and by your thought processes. Well said that if we have to walk alone, maybe it's like you have to a little bit, you have to go, you have to walk alone, and if you want to go far, then you have to walk together. True, the whole pandemic has taught, I think, people this way, but there are a lot of other foundry people also who are there, who are practicing this. I think from your thought, maybe your talk, I got few insights which I would like to share here. At the same time, I would like to appreciate and say, congratulate my own person first, that is Vidya. good work. I mean, it's a huge research under your guidance. And also I appreciate Sandeep sir's inputs. And there are a lot of participants here who could contribute more. But being a faculty, as you said, to minimize this gap, I could gain some insights through your talks. And I would like to give some, maybe some insights which could helpful to the industry also, and as well as to the, academics also. As you said, you have rightly mentioned something called as employee bank. And I really appreciated that, because that is something which is missing. And I've seen a lot of foundries, because right now, in few years, I have lost the touch with the Kolhapur foundry, but then I'm in touch with this Belgaum foundry, or maybe some industries here as a trainer. And I could see a lot of jugaad which happens, in those foundries, but they're sustaining. And their sustainable practices are really amazing. But then some of them they disclose, some of them they don't disclose at all. So what I felt is, since when we have all these kind of practices, some innovative practices, as you said, Hundre sir, and I'm very fortunate, because I had a couple of times interaction with him. I have discussed, just in time, because he had partially implemented, he was doing TQM implementation. I could see his, hexagon shaped building. The only person maybe in the industry who could declare his income and pays full taxes so that he could gain full, benefits from the government. So, when we are giving these insights as academics, even these people are having lot of practices, innovative practices. So why not highlight maybe from each industry person some kind of innovative practice? So can we also have something which I felt like trainers bank also, yes, along with employee bank, wherein we could include some of the trainees. I know some of the trainees who are being trained by Japan and Japanese people, and these people are being chosen by Japanese and been given a training saying that they have to consult, maybe they are consultants working for our own industry free of cost. Now identify such people. Then there are certain people who may not be certified, but then by practice and by experience also they have a lot of practical knowledge. Then some of the soft skill trainers, some of the consultants, make a group of that. May not be like, because all our industries are facing a lot of financial issues, they cannot afford, but this gap could be utilized by retaining their people in upskilling them, and maybe this time could be utilized for their growth. It is like a sense of security also we are developing. At the same time, we are pulling out some people and some expertise which will come together maybe under your leadership, and these foundry people could also discuss these issues. Let us have these open meetings, without having any certifications, because always I remember you for the same purpose, that we are also not behind APS course and appraisals as such, but then most of the times we are leaving behind because of all these things. That's fine, perfectly fine, but we are adding some value to the society, and that's what I felt. These practices should be highlighted. This is the time wherein we have to connect the dots, join the dots wherever they are, and we have to find out the Jugadu practices. Maybe, sir, if you permit, we will make a group, and we will also come up with a book, like how Rashmi had made a book, all those innovations. And why not have only foundry from our own area, which is boundary area? And highlight those people only exclusively for implementation of this TQM practices. Maybe you can say reviving these foundries from the place where they are maybe 10% or 20% growth. We are always open for such things also. Thank you so much, sir, for giving this platform also to share my insights.
Thank you.
Thank you, madam. Literally, to be very frank, adding that trainers bank was a wonderful thought. I think one of the takeaways of the day. Because let me open, Dr. Madhuri has a wonderful network of trainers, highly qualified trainers, trusted trainers, and even at the international arenas. So, and if madam is opening up with helping hand, now it is all to the fellow foundrymen. They should avail this benefit, and they should open up for all of us, so that we'll be contributing from academia towards the industry.
Sir, I will just like to share. Thank you, Madhuri ma'am, and thank you, Guru sir, for your excellent, we can say, sum up of the things, and your ideas of having a bank of trainers and bank of training material. All these things have been very important. and our dynamic foundry group is always already doing all those things, and we are there already. If you want any support for achieving these goals, our dynamic foundry group is always open with you. We are also doing all these things free of cost, so we are always there. We have a huge bank or huge participants of consultant, foundrymen. So we are already there. If you want any support from us, let me know. We can definitely helping you. As Guru sir is rightly saying, this is one of the research topic actually. The industry and the educational area, those are not coming together, and that is the biggest problem. We are normally talking about our education is not good. Whatever engineers are coming are not properly skilled. Whenever they join the professional team or professional institutes, they are not ready to use, you can say. So why it is not ready for use? Because they have not been trained properly in the educational system with the industry people. So there some collaboration should be there between industry and the education system. That gap is always there. We are there to support you as a industry. If you want any support, kindly take help of us. Vidya ma'am is also there. So we are always already there and we can help you. Thank you.
Yeah, sir. Very rightly said.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Please go ahead.
हॅलो सर, मला एक गुरव सरांना एक प्रश्न विचारायचा आहे.
सांगा सर.
की आता ते तुम्ही जे म्हणाला की तुम्ही रिसर्च करताय आणि म्हणजे तो फक्त फाउंड्रीमध्ये पण नसेल, बाकीचे कॅडी पण असेल, तर ते पेपर्स आमच्यासारखा इंजिनियर जे काय आहे, आम्ही जे काय काम करतो ते आम्ही बघू शकतो का?
सर बघू शकताय,
काय करायला पाहिजे?
बघू शकताय. तुम्हाला कोणत्या विषयाचं पाहिजे सांगा. लायब्ररीमध्ये ठेवलेले असतात ते सगळे रिसर्च.
फॉर एक्झाम्पल फाउंड्रीसाठी तर
विद्यापीठामध्ये ठेवलेले आहेत सर. तुम्ही केव्हा येऊन बघू शकताय. प्रत्येक वर्षी आम्ही एक बुकलेट काढतो छोटस, की ते सर्क्युलेट करतो इंडस्ट्रीला. विद्यापीठाच्या वेबसाईटवर ठेवतो की जेणेकरून जे काही आउटपुट झालेलं आहे, मग फाउंड्री असेल, केमिस्ट्री असेल. आता समजा आमच्याकडे नॅनो सायन्स मध्ये या कोरोनामध्ये कोटिंग करायचं केलेलं आहे. आता कपड्यावरती कोटिंगचं आम्ही डेव्हलप केलेलं आहे, त्याचं कमर्शियलायझेशन सुरू केलेलं आहे. मग आता भविष्यामध्ये कुठल्याही प्रकारचं गंज चढू नये अशा प्रकारचं कोटिंग कसं करता येईल त्याचं काम चाललेलं आहे. अच्छा, हे चपटे जे सेल आहेत, पेन्सिल सेल नव्हे, चपटे सेल घड्याळामध्ये वगैरे असतात, या चपट्या सेलवरती कार गाडी आणि टू व्हीलर कशी चालवता येईल. आता रिलायन्सने अप्रोच झालेले आहेत आणि आमचं ते सगळं त्यांनी घेऊन ते मोठी फॅक्टरी सुरू करू इच्छित आहेत. आम्ही काय म्हणतो की विद्यापीठामध्ये अशा प्रकारचं जे काम चालू आहे त्याचा फायदा तुम्ही उद्योजकांनी घ्यावा, उद्योगातल्या मान्यवरांनी घ्यावा, आणि त्यातलं कुठलं घेता येतं. मी गेली 2 वर्ष प्रयत्न करतोय. तुम्हा इंडस्ट्रियलिस्टना घेऊन कोरियाला जायचंय. कोरियातलं विद्यापीठ आणि शिवाजी विद्यापीठ याच्यामध्ये MOU आहे. तुमच्या अनेक चेअरमन साहेबांना मी भेटलो गेल्या 2-3 वर्षामध्ये. CIIच्या चेअरमनना भेटलो. मी नाव आता इथं डिस्क्लोज करत नाही, की सर तिथलं विद्यापीठ, तुमचा तिथला स्टे, तिथलं राहणं, ट्रॅव्हलिंग, विमानतळापासून परत, हे सगळं करायला तयार आहे. आणि तिथे 50-100 इंडस्ट्रियलिस्टना बोलवायला तयार आहे विद्यापीठामध्ये. तुम्ही त्यांच्याशी इंटरॅक्ट करा. तिथे काही तुम्हाला ऑर्डर्स मिळू शकतील, तुमच्याकडे येऊन काही भांडवल गुंतवलं जाईल आणि मग व्हेंचर कॅपिटलद्वारे तुम्हाला ग्रो व्हायला होईल. नाशिक मोठ्या प्रमाणात डेव्हलप झालं, औरंगाबाद मोठ्या प्रमाणात डेव्हलप झालं, पुणे मुंबई मोठ्या प्रमाणात डेव्हलप झालं, पण आपला कोल्हापूर, सांगली हा भाग, सातारा मोठ्या प्रमाणात इंडस्ट्रीमध्ये फाउंड्री व्यतिरिक्त कुठल्या सेक्टरमध्ये फार डेव्हलप झाला नाही. आणि डेव्हलप नाही झाला. आता विद्या मॅडम आणि सरही म्हणाले, आणि मॅडम देखील, माधुरी मॅडम देखील म्हणाले, की आमचं कुठलाही आर्थिक इंटरेस्ट याच्यात नसतो, आम्हाला चांगले पगार मिळतात, वी आर हॅपी. पण आम्ही जे चांगलं काम केलेलं आहे ते तुमच्यापर्यंत जावं. माझ्या माहितीप्रमाणे शिवाजी विद्यापीठामध्ये हा पहिला प्रयोग असेल माझ्या माहितीप्रमाणे, की ज्या कॅन्डिडेट उद्या 10 तारखेला प्रेझेंट करणार आहे आणि ज्या कॅन्डिडेटसाठी या फाउंड्रीच्या सर्व मान्यवरांनी मदत केली संशोधनासाठी, त्याचं त्यांनी जे आउटपुट आहे ते शेअर करावं, चर्चा करावी, आणि जेणेकरून 5-10 मिनिटं, तास 2 तास गप्पा मारावेत, की आणि त्यातून केलेलं काम तुमच्यापर्यंत यावं. आता त्या मॅडमचं पुस्तकामध्ये मी कन्व्हर्शनला घेतलेलं आहे, जवळजवळ 50% काम झालेलं आहे. हे वायवा झाल्यानंतर त्या पुस्तक पब्लिश करतील की जेणेकरून हा एक संदर्भ म्हणून आपापल्या फॅक्टरीमध्ये राहू शकेल, की याच्यातून आपल्याला कुठे कमी जास्त माहिती मिळते का, त्याच्याद्वारे आपल्याला पुढे जाता येतं का, दॅट इज द थॉट बिहाइंड दॅट. त्यामुळे हे सगळं संशोधन आपल्याला विद्यापीठामध्ये पाहायला मिळेल. केव्हाही आपण येऊ शकताय, फोन करून आलात तर मी स्वतः आपल्या बरोबर लायब्ररीत येईल आणि आपल्याला ती माहिती काढून देईल. आणि विद्यापीठाची शोधगंगा आणि गंगोत्री असे 2 वेबसाईट्स आहेत, त्याच्यावरती हे सगळं मटेरियल अपलोड केलेलं असतं.
ओके सर, ओके ओके, थँक्यू सर.
सर ह्याच्यामध्ये एक गोष्ट मला ऍड करावीशी वाटते विथ युअर परमिशन. जसं मगाशी सांगितलं की 10 तारखेला वायवा आहे. बऱ्याचशा गोष्टी सरांच्या गायडन्स खाली आणि बऱ्याचशा फाउंड्रीमध्ये जो बरेचसे इन्साइट्स दिलेले आहेत त्याच्यावरती विद्या मॅडमनी भरपूर प्रचंड असं काम केलंय. आणि त्याचं जसं पुस्तक सांगितले त्याच्याबरोबर बरेचसे मॅन्युअल्स विद्या मॅडमच्या थॉट प्रोसेसमध्ये आहेत. त्याचबरोबर बरेचसे इनोव्हेटिव्ह ट्रेनिंग प्रोग्राम्स आहेत, ते बऱ्याचशा वेगवेगळ्या माध्यमातून आहेत आणि हे सगळं फ्री ऑफ कॉस्ट आहे. 10 तारखेनंतर आम्ही ह्यावरती विशिष्ट वेगवेगळ्या प्लॅटफॉर्मवरती येऊन काम करणार आहे अंडर द गायडन्स ऑफ गुरव सर. आणि मला वाटतंय सप्टेंबरपासून ट्रेनिंग जिथं कुठेही लागत असेल, मग ते टेक्निकल पासून ते एंड टू एंड ट्रेनिंग ज्याला आपण म्हणतो, त्या टोटल ट्रेनिंग प्रोसेसमध्ये वेर इन इम्प्रोव्हायझेशन प्रोसेसेस असतील किंवा स्पेसिफिकली अवेलेबिलिटी ऑफ मॅन पॉवर विथ रिस्पेक्ट टू एम्प्लॉई बँक, तर त्याच्यामध्ये परसेप्शन चेंज हा इम्पॉर्टंट आहे. जो डिप्लोमाचे जे स्टुडंट्स आहेत किंवा इंजिनिअरिंग ग्रॅज्युएट्स आहेत यांचा जो परसेप्शन आहे, जो वैचारिक जो बदल आणणं गरजेचं आहे की फाउंड्रीबद्दल त्यांचे विचार काय आहेत, हा चेंज आणण्यासाठी जे काय करणं गरजेचं आहे म्हणजे ग्राउंड लेवलला ते करण्याची त्याचं पूर्ण प्लॅनिंग केलं आहे आम्ही. आणि त्यासाठी फाउंड्री क्लस्टरने जर आम्हाला सपोर्ट दिला तर डेफिनेटली त्याचे जे ॲडव्हान्टेजेस आहेत ते सगळे फाउंड्री क्लस्टरला आणि ज्या फाउंड्री मेन्स आहेत, ह्या जे काही फाउंड्री उद्योजक आहेत यांना डेफिनेटली मिळेल आणि आमचा तोच प्रयत्न आहे. अजून कोणाला काही विचारायचं आहे? एनी अदर पार्टिसिपंट्स वुड लाईक टू पुट देअर व्ह्यूज?
So if anybody is not giving any views, I'll get 2 minutes.
Please.
Yeah, thank you. First of all, thank you, Gurav sir, for this kind of a platform. Because even in the beginning, there was a lot of threat in my mind, like how to execute it. Because first of all, I was really very much pressurized with Viva, because it is suddenly arised, and a lot of disturbance was there because of Corona period, and so I felt like I don't know how it is going to happen. And thank you so much, sir. And I felt this was a good platform wherein everybody has shared their views. Not only that, this is not a end of this program. Actually, this is the beginning, I feel, so that we can share each other's resources. Like the resource management, what I have proposed in my presentation, resource management should happen. And as we have a pool of people where is everybody is expert in one or other field. And if we together come together, means academia and the industry come together, we can really solve many solutions. But actually it should happen practically, and somewhere these activities will be an stimuli for this, I feel. Thank you so much, Gurav sir, and all the participants for sharing your views. Thank you once again.
Madam, thank you. This is the great Viva because already experts are there before you. Forget with the academic experts. Academic experts already checked everything, the procedure and formalities.
Yes.
Who are listening you, they are the real experts in that field. आणि त्यांनी 3 पिढ्या घालवल्यात आपल्या. त्यांच्याकडे 3 PhD झालेले आहेत ते ऑलरेडी.
हो, अगदी. Any other participants would like to put their views? अजून कोणाला काही?
You can put it vote of thanks because their Monday time is very important.
Yeah, I understand. But it should not happen that somebody has lost the opportunity. It's a wonderful platform. So here I come to the conclusion. First of all, I'd like to extend my deepest thanks to Professor A.M. Guru sir. Under his guidance, this thought process came in that we should go with such a talk series. Thank you very much, sir, for your continuous guidance, and hope the guidance will continue for the further whole the life. What we can say. Thank you for your valuable time, sir. I also extend my gratitude towards Mr. Sandeep Kulkarni for his valuable time and number of inputs during not only the research as well as this specific series. He was very excited to go ahead with, and his thought process was really wonderful. Thank you, sir. Also, I take this opportunity to thank all the participants, both from academia as well as industries. कोल्हापूर फाउंड्री मधील सर्व उद्योजकांचं मी मनानं आभार मानतो. या पॅन्डेमिकच्या काळामध्ये सुद्धा आपण सर्वजण इथं आलात, आपला वेळ दिलात, विचार मांडलेत, आम्हाला एक विचार मांडण्याची संधी दिलीत, आमच्या विचाराला पुढे चालना देण्यासाठी जे काय हे मिळालंय त्यासाठी सुद्धा आम्ही तुमचं धन्यवाद जेवढं देईल तेवढं कमी आहे. तुमच्या सहकार्याची अपेक्षा आहे, बरंच काही आहे, चांगलं आहे. आणि परत एकदा मी अगदी गर्वानं सांगू शकतो की हे सगळं फ्री ऑफ कॉस्ट. जे मदर इंडस्ट्री असं सरांनी सांगितलं, जर आपल्या घरची आई आज जर सफर होत असेल तर प्रत्येक मुलाचं हे कर्तव्य आहे की त्यांनी तिला त्यातून बाहेर काढलं पाहिजे. आणि त्या एका विचारानं आज 50,000च्या पेक्षा जास्त एम्प्लॉईज कोल्हापूर फाउंड्री क्लस्टरवरती आपलं लाईव्हलीहूड घेत आहेत. आणि त्याचा तो एक मोठा विचार आहे. त्या विचारात बरेच लोक जॉईन होतील, ही एक चळवळ व्हावी अशी एक अपेक्षा धरून मी सर्वांच्या आभार म्हणून आजचा हा टॉक सिरीज इथं संपवतो. धन्यवाद.
थँक्यू.
थँक्यू एव्हरीवन.
थँक्यू सर. थँक्यू व्हेरी मच.
थँक्यू सर.